One that I have actually had on DVD for a very long time in a double pack and has been re-released a couple of times and re-released in 4K on Blu-ray, etc. or 4K release and Blu-ray. That I went to see as a re-release for an anniversary in the cinema was Akira. Akira. Um,
The film they threatened to remake in live action so many times.
it's never going to happen, and you
It
just
can't.
have
I don't see how you could do it.
Yeah, you just have to watch it to see that. You know what I mean? It's I think if I remember rightly though, is it not Leonardo DiCaprio that owns the rights to it, and he's not letting anybody make it?
Yeah, he was attached for a while to it, but I think that was because he bought the rights. But most recently, it's been like Taika Waititi.
All right. Well, I hope they just keep a hold of it forever and do nothing with it, and then just pass it to somebody else that will keep a hold of it forever because there doesn't
Like
need to
Warren Beatty
be.
with those Dick Tracy rights.
Yeah, 100%. There does not need to be another version of this at all. This is still leaps and bounds way ahead of its time. It's ridiculous. Um, Neo Tokyo is about to. Okay, it says it's about to explode, but it's got it's got dots between it, so it's E dot X dot P dot L dot O dot E dot E dot I'm just D dot E dot. I don't know why it says that. Um, Honestly, see some of these log lines, man. Um, a secret military project endangers Neo Tokyo when it turns a biker gang member into a rampaging psychic psychopath that only two teenagers and a group of psychics can stop. Well, that does it a disservice, I'll tell you that much. Because there's so much more to Akira. I said it in my review that I'll never truly understand the depths of this film at all, and I just don't care. It's a visually stunning masterpiece. It really is. It's not just any old Japanese animated manga flick. This was light years ahead of its time with its practices in animation. The way that buildings are drawn and the camera moves about, and you had bikes leaving lines off of them and everything. And it's a film of the fucking 1980s. You know what I mean? Like it's unbelievable. The artistry that was going on in this still isn't being replicated today, let alone from that time. It's unbelievable. Um, it has got themes of war and the effects of nuclear war, and there's little sort of dashes of bits of like invasion from foreign powers in there. There's a whole things about like life and existence, about how we exist on this planet and how we can recover from total destruction and how we're heading for destruction. And there's loads of like politics of the time, but it's stuff that can be very much put on to today. I think probably having it play in the cinemas now as an anniversary piece, it works really, really well for that factor. It does have things about, sort of weapons of mass destruction in a way, because of turning people into, psychic warriors and whatnot. And it's there. But there's loads of stuff in this that I just don't get. There's stuff in this that I watch and just go, I'm never going to understand that. Like,
Yeah,
why did that happen? Don't know, don't care. You know what I mean? And it's also because the one thing that everybody forgets is the film is like, I don't even think the full first volume of the book, or maybe like the first volume in a bit or something.
yeah.
Um,
Stacy and that on the Never Seen Pod did an episode on Akira. Um, I think said on that it's like, is it like the first three books combined together or something like
I
that?
can't,
Yeah,
something like that, but it's not the whole
it's
story
not the
anyway.
whole story. Yeah,
No,
it's
there's loads of stuff missing from the first few or whatever. There's loads of stuff that's been taken out to kind of streamline the story, even though there's no kind of streamline in it. I would say it's very anarchic. It's very
it's
all
it's
over
the
the
opposite of
place.
what they did. Peter Jackson did with The Hobbit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, But yeah, there's like a whole section of story that's missing. There's a whole section of story missing from going through it. There's a whole section of story that continues that you don't see. Um, but it's also perfect for the film. It
Yeah.
also fits the film. It's not an exceptionally long film. It's 2 hours or something. I've watched it on and off for years now. I still don't fully understand it, but yet every time I get a whole vary of emotions as I watch it, I actually feel something deep inside of me. It fully moves me when I watch it. I sat there as that soundtrack was going off, which is really tribal, really a lot of just like hard hitting bells and notes and drums and stuff. And it was all kicking off, and I could feel myself getting overwhelmed as I was watching it. But it's because the visuals as well are also the music is building in anticipation of this very claustrophobic, uh, overpowering, overbearing scene. Um, so you're getting assaulted
Yeah.
visually, but you're also getting assaulted by the audio as well. It's a total attack on the senses, but I mean that in a great way because I don't really know a lot of films that can do that and still have you gripped. A lot of people would give up and just leave it and go, I can't watch this. But something about that keeps you going, where is this going? Like, what is happening? And from the very get go, with it just literally starting showing a city and then being like, there's a nuclear blast. Do you mean you're going like, what? Like, Tokyo, 1988, nuclear blast. 30 odd years later, 2019, Neo Tokyo. You're like, what is going on? Like, what? And it's just, and then to see them like still kind of thriving and stuff as well. But it's crazy because I think of that. People would always go on about that. I'd always hear that, so many years after World War III, 2019, Neo Tokyo, and people go, God, it's 30 odd years and they're living in like a fallout zone or whatever. And I'm like, Japan is a fallout zone in real life, and yet they live in it, and they are literally so more advanced than everybody else. They got bombed, they got blasted beyond oblivion. There was a whole nation is just wiped out there, but they still live there. Mount Fuji still exists. I mean, like all of these things are still there, and I just think like this is emblematic of like Japanese resilience and stuff as well. It's unbelievable, and oh man, it's an incredible experience. It just stirs something really deep. And I think I said to you, I watched the dubbed version because that's the version I first ever saw. And I
Same.
I, I realized watching it that the dubs aren't exactly amazing. They don't really match up with the mouths or anything, but they fit for the film. They're perfect for that film. Absolutely flawless for that film. I
I,
was
I honestly think I'd struggle to follow that film even more if I wasn't watching the dub.
if you were following along with the subtitles, you'd be like, "What?" But I have watched the subtitle version before. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I have. The version that I've got on DVD is like the newest of the time, the newest updated version with the newest audio and stuff like that, and it's all crisp and clean. And then they did another disc that was like it just looks like the original videotape effectively. And you can use the dub that's on it, or you can have it as the subtitles as well. But it's the audio is like really crackly and stuff as well on it. And it turns out they did that with the 4K as well. They put the 4K version, but you've also got an option to play like the original version on it as well, which I just find fascinating. That they go out of their way to be like these things go hand in hand. You have to see how this film was originally released, but you can also watch the updated one, and they've done that multiple times. They keep doing that. So there must be something to that as well. It's not just a case of, oh, we want to preserve film or something like that. There's something with that. Why the push for that all the time? Um, so I have seen it, and I do enjoy watching the old one, the older one every now and then. It's just that my first experience with it was the dub. So when it was playing in the cinema and they were playing subtitled versions, I was like elated to see that I was going to get one day on a Monday where they were going to play the dubbed version. I was like, I'm absolutely going, and I'm
Which
so
is
glad I did.
surprising. You would have thought they'd have put the subtitled one on for one day and ran the dubbed one for all the others,
I
but
know, no, no, totally
it,
the
it
other
kind of
way.
shows you where the purity of watching it with the subtitles is now amongst the fan base.
Yep, yep, 100%. And
Because there
that's
was a time where people were like, I ain't gonna read a film.
yeah. It's funny as well because that screening, I knew it. I knew when I went in there wouldn't be that many people would turn up to it, and it wasn't. It was myself. It was in a smaller screen. It was myself and maybe seven, eight others, if that, maybe six or seven others or something. And yeah, it's one of them where it went off and just nobody said a thing and just quietly walked out. You know, everybody's
It's
just left in shock.
it's one of those films. The first time I watched it, I did not get it. I think I was just too young.
Yeah,
Um, then I bought it on DVD and rewatched it. Then both dubbed and the subtitled one. Um, and I fucking loved it. And I bought it when it came out on Blu-ray. I bought the Steelbook and I watched that as well. And I think that's the last time I watched it. But that's got to be a good. Christ, it might be 10 years ago now.
well, I was thinking about it the other day, and I think I have been watching this on and off since I was about 14, maybe. So, I mean, that's over well over 20 years that I've been watching this. I mean, it's like 20. Yeah, I think I must have been like 14, 15, something like that. So let's just call it quits. About 22 years I've been watching this on and off, just sporadically, just being like, I'm in the mood. You know what I mean? I'll watch it. And I always just find something else with it. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not, I'm not saying like, I find another bit in the film, like I see another thing that's happening. It's not that. It's, I find myself almost finding like another level to it and being like, God, what is it about this? You know what I mean?
It's one of
It's
those films that you can see its influence in other films from the basic bitch stuff of any time you see somebody do a skid on a bike,
yes, yeah, yeah,
it's that Akira skid. Um, even to
yeah.
the way they create a neo future world,
Yep,
you see that getting ripped a lot. And I know that's got its basis in early things that came before as well,
yep,
just obviously updated for that 80s manga style. Um, it is it is the iconic film of the manga movement, I think, the anime manga movement. It's not the only one, but it is definitely, it would be on the Mount Rushmore of.
oh, 100%, 100%. It's yeah. Do you know what? On top of absolutely everything else, on top of what it is like, its cultural significance, everything. It's just a cool film. It's
Yeah,
really cool. Um, Even as it's pushing further on, and you're not getting as much of like the bike chases or anything like that. When you're just getting Tetsuo's uh, transformation and all like the kind of psychic warfare and them going through like tunnels and stuff, it's still cool as hell.
yeah.
I'm still watching it being like, God, flying things with machine guns on the front, and this guy that's having like robotics and wires and stuff, like he's just changing into this weird, I don't know, monster of some sort, like almost like a Frankenstein type story thing. You just kind of watch it and just go, "This is cool as hell." So it's got the added thing of um being really culturally significant, and one of the kind of the greatest films of all time, let alone an animated film or manga film. But it's also just fucking cool.
Yeah.
You would have no qualms in saying to somebody in their teens, like, you ever seen Akira? No, you gotta watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just, oh, why? You just do. And that's exactly how it came to me. It was somebody else, a couple of years older than me, just being like, "You ever seen Akira?" No, and
I
just
think I caught it late night on one of the sci-fi, on one of the satellite channels. I think I did. Again, I may be misremembering it, but I don't think somebody lent it to me, and I definitely didn't buy it, so it must have been on telly.
yeah,
And I think I just caught it and was suckered in straight away.
yeah.
I think I had a vague recollection of what Akira was.
Mm.
I mean, I thought Akira was the kid in the red jacket, like a lot of people did. Um,
To be
but
fair, the,
yeah,
the the poster is that, so you
yeah,
would, you know what I mean?
I was like, this is mesmerizing, but I don't get it, and I don't think I like it. But it just stayed with me. So when I did
Yep.
see it, when I was getting into anime and manga again, I saw it and I was like, it's a fiver. I've got to see what it. I've got to try it again.
Yeah.
Fucking picked it up. Fucking loved it. It's not a film that I watch a lot. I don't. It's one of those films for me that I don't want to watch it a lot because I love it kind of dropping in and out of my life rather than
Yeah, I only watch it when the feeling takes me.
yeah,
That's it. I never like go like, oh, now it's time for my yearly rewatch, like I would with something like I don't know, like Twin Peaks or something like
yeah,
that. You know, where you'd be like, oh, I got to watch this every year. No, it is literally just if the mood takes me. But that's fine. That's fine. And like if an anniversary edition comes up or something, that's
yeah.
when I'd be like, right, I need to watch this. Funnily enough, though, I was quite shocked at myself a wee bit. So this is 100% a buy it. I bought it ages ago, you know what I mean? But yeah,
I put you down as a binnet. Shit.
launched into space. Didn't understand it. Hurt my head. No, but 100% buy it. But I was quite surprised at myself. I'd done that thing with Letterboxd when I first ever got it, where I just rated loads of movies. It's like, let's rate some of these
Yeah,
films. And I did that with like 200, 300 odd films or whatever, but never actually put reviews in for them. And I must have done that with Akira at one point because I went to go and review it and it was already there. And I had it rated as 4 stars. And I went, really? Because I was away to bump that up to five, like straight away. So I did, bumped it up to five and put it as a like and whatnot and put my thing in. I was sitting going, what part of me at that time was thinking, nah, it's just a four. I was thinking, like, what? I've always absolutely loved this film. I was like, I must have just been in a weird mood that day when I
you
did them.
you need to build a time machine, take James McAvoy back with you, and get him to chase your younger ass down.
And get rid of that wall, boss. Is that it? No, I'm sorry. Please, James. James. He's at my doors too. That's it. Hey, you prick.
I'll give you a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
dude.